All right. Well, you know, sorry about that, guys. That's kind of anticlimactic. Um, I didn't realize I wasn't live. I was live, and for some reason it kicked off just before I went on. So anyway, I think I'm live now. So we'll start at the top. How you doing? Welcome to the media room, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what. This is the second time that's happened to me this year, and I don't know why. I hit the broadcast button here on StreamYard. Anyway, I'm here now. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that extra 10-minute wait. I came on right at 8, or at least I thought I came on right at 8. Good. I'm glad you missed all the boring stuff. Me explaining my life and explaining the future and all that stuff. Let's get right to it. Hey, welcome to the media room. I'm behind the bar tonight, and hopefully I'm live now. Okay. It says here it's live. I thought I was, but Sunny Fawn says, OMG, yay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, chat, comment, join the Discord, support the channel like Jason did. Like Jason, that's above and beyond the Call of Duty. He had a run. I know he had to go to a dinner tonight, but Jason basically covers the subscription for StreamYard, which is the platform I use to come to you that has all these graphics and cool things and all the stuff you see in the corner of the screen and all that stuff. So thank you so much, man. That is way beyond that's way beyond the norm. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. It really does help because, a lot more going out than coming in, my friends. But that's all right. That's all right. We do it for the love. So I was just explaining, and I'll get back to that. I thought I was explaining to you, but I didn't realize I wasn't on. Been a strange year, wasn't what I expected. So anyway, and for some reason, Wednesdays and Fridays, I've been booked with a lot of stuff. Wednesdays are home games for the FC. Fridays, because of the situation we've been in this year, every once in a while, my wife and I just have to go out with friends and do something together. And because of her work schedule and my schedule, that tends to be Friday. But I'm here tonight and I'm happy to be here with you. Again, I can apologize till, till the Longhorns win the national championship. But, it's just, how many times can you apologize for a year that just, has kind of sucked from a personal point of view? A lot of good stuff has happened, sure, but, could have been better. A lot of uncertainty and things like that. And then a lot of, as I've explained, the radio show losing a little momentum with, technical issues and being hacked and frozen antennas and stuff like that. And in the last winter. So, well, here's the deal, T from LOC, and welcome. And hey, Vinyl Joe, hey, hang on a second. Let's go back because I gotta go back to where we were. So, Jason, thank you very much, man. That was very so kind to you. Much love to you, man, and have a great dinner if you're still hanging out, lurking. Sorry, I didn't come on live when I thought I was, but Suzaku is never missed. Kayin's going to her first concert in a few days. We're excited about that. We're going to talk about that. I thought I had told you 10 minutes ago that my first concert was Badfinger in England at the height of their powers. There's John, F1 John. Here's our Sergeant at Arms, Justin Sarber. Oh, you're not a stranger there, John. I'm a stranger. It's my fault. It's my bad. Justin's re-up. Thank you, Justin. He was our Audience of One on the radio show a week ago, Friday. And if you want to be an Audience of One, reach out to Chewy. Because we didn't even have an Audience of One today. And we had barbecue and hot dogs and Sawyer Stull came in and all kinds of stuff. I raise my head and stare into the eyes of a stranger. I've always known that the mirror never lies. So true. So true, Suzaku. Truer words were never spoken. And if you wrote those words, you have a beautiful way with prose. I commend you. But there's T from LOC. We'll get to him in a second. Keeping the home fires bright. There's Deborah. Yeah, waiting for Bob. So sorry, guys. I got to look up into the right-hand corner and look at this little red box because never mind. You don't need excuses. You just need a Freapout. Let's Freapout. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm catching up here. I'm catching up. Sunny Fawn. Vicky's here. Thank you, Vicky. I miss you too. Anyone else feel like they're waiting on the porch for Dad to come and get us for his weekend? That's hysterical, man. That's hysterical. I love it. I love it. That's good. Sunny like that too. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys were like communicating with each other. Channing Camille is here. What's up, Channing? Miss you. Miss me some Channing. And she's here. Everybody's saying hi to her. Vinyl Joe is here. I haven't seen Vinyl Joe in forever, not since Record Store Day. I don't think I've seen you in the flesh since Record Store Day, Vinyl. I've got a few slabs of vinyl to show you guys today if you're into that sort of thing. But if you're not into vinyl, stream it. Vinyl Joe misses you guys. How was the show before the show? I don't know. I'm probably still not in. Yeah, I'm about at the part of the. It was Tia from LOC's comment about the my Chicago Bears hat that made me look up and wonder if I was live all this time. I'm pretty far. With traffic and everything, you're probably 40 minutes from my house. 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes. Are you leaving ACL early or something? The Chicago Bears cap is a slap in the face to the Karate Kid. No, I'm still supporting the Karate Kid. Sawyer Stull. I've got $50 on the Karate Kid this week. I want to take the Jets. They need a win. That kid's got to save his job. I'm just going through these messages here. You guys figuring out that I'm here. Yeah, thank God you're alive. I know. It's my bad. The Bears. Hey, Clint, what's up, man? I love it that Clint and Channing come on separately, like separate. They're probably in separate rooms. She's probably making candles and little soaps, and he's probably watching Loki or something on Disney Plus. Who do we have in the house tonight? Caden was here, but he left. Evan is here from UT because he didn't go to Dallas. He didn't really plan that very well. So he's not going to OU weekend. Well, none of his friends are either. So he's going to watch the game here with his friends tomorrow morning. And my wife is here. So they're in there watching Loki right now on Disney Plus because they're Loki fans. I'm not a Loki fan. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We're at the end of the FC season pretty much. So the Wednesday thing can happen. We can keep Wednesday. Friday's a little tough because Friday's kind of becoming date night. And, we're normally home by 9 or 10 on a date night. I could come at you still on Fridays. But for some reason, Fridays have been eaten up this year with all kinds of different events and things like that. So finishing the poem there. No ACL for me tonight. I'm going tomorrow morning because I've got some duties for the station to do for the station. So I'll probably catch the employee bus at 11 a.m. at the mall, head down there at noon. I'm going to try to stick around for Ben Queller's set at 2. Come home, get ready to go to the FC match. It's the final home match. Unless I go crazy and decide to stay all day for the Foo Fighters, but that's a long day, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to see the Foos with my wife next week because I only have a media pass for this week. I only have one, so I can't really take anybody. I can't take any family members or anybody. So there's Fred Tastic. What's up, Fred Tastic? What's up? Oh, those are lyrics. I don't know who those. What band? I don't know. I didn't recognize them. I thought it was some kind of. I thought it was poetry, but lyrics are poetry. Oh, it's a Queensryche. Okay, I don't listen. I don't own any. I've got about 1,200 records here, and I don't own any Queensryche. Don't don't hate me, but I don't. I just don't. It's not my. I don't know. I couldn't name one of their songs actually, which maybe is sad. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just looking at some of these banners. Oh yeah, that's cool. Live with StreamYard. I'm just trying to remember. There you go. I'll put that one up. Let's see. Who else is here? Comments. The regulars are here. That's pretty good. Miss Trace Beck. Hey, OU weekend. That's right. Hook 'em horns. I think we're going to do it. I say we. I have nothing to do with it, but I think, you know. Let me back up a little bit because I'm missing some comments. Yeah, I did whiff on that Queensryche reference. Thanks, Channing. I wish it was reflected in the ratings. It's not right now. We've had a tough time, man. It's not bad. It's like good enough to keep our jobs barely, but we just keep losing momentum with little, issues like being hacked by the Russians, and then, back in December or January or whenever that was, January or February, the tower's freezing, and then we lost a week of ratings, and that means you lose the month of ratings, and that's hard to fight back from, especially in the spring when it's really important. And then we've been having some signal issues, some dropout issues, and low power issues, and to tell you the truth, we don't even really know when it's happening unless a family member or somebody calls and says, "Hey guys, I can't hear you." And so it takes the piss out of you, man. It really does. And we're doing what we can. And now we got hacked a few weeks ago. I still don't know what's going on. It's making it difficult to do certain things. It's not making it difficult to do the live show because that's live, but anything that's recorded, such as the podcast, sometimes we can get it up and sometimes, well, that's weird. That's weird to say. Sometimes we upload it and sometimes we can't. That's a better way of putting it. So if you've been missing the podcast, if you rely on the podcast, be patient, hang in there. The engineers and all the people that are working on it are doing the best that they can. They've got 8 stations to deal with, or 7 stations. Sorry, I had a little bit of popcorn a minute ago. So we're working on it. So, I know it's tough on some of you people that rely on the podcast to hear the show. And so I apologize, but really it's just a waiting game right now. And, I haven't heard anything about the hack or any of the implications or anything like that, but, it's a serious issue, to hack a channel that's licensed by the federal government. It becomes a national issue. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I just hope we get the podcast more consistent. Question for the Bob Father from Fred Tastic. I remember one of your sons was doing some filming for Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a Five Nights movie coming out. Does it have anything to do with your son? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't remember what he was doing. If he did some spoof or something, but no. No, I'm picking up the ex-wifey and my daughter after the show. Apparently Kendrick is late, so I guess his set. Yeah, they don't mess around, man. When they have a schedule there, and they have noise ordinances and things like that, and light ordinances, and they've got a hard stop on those shows. So if an artist, for whatever reason, and I'm assuming it's some kind of personal reason, I can't imagine an artist would get stuck in traffic. But yeah, his set is going to get cut short because they've got a definite end time. Whether you're the last act of the night or the act in the middle of the afternoon, they try to keep that thing on schedule. I did not know that Dick Butkus passed away. So shout out. He was a Chicago Bear. My dad got to see Dick Butkus play one time. I remember he was all excited when this was a long time ago, like in the 70s, maybe even the late 60s. I think it's the only NFL game my dad ever went to, but he went to see the Chicago Bears play. I don't know who they play, what New York team, maybe the Jets. Bears play the Jets or the Bears play the Giants? I don't remember. I know, Aaron B. I've only been to the OU game once with my wife, and that was about 10 years ago now. We went to the state fair, and I went to the game just one day. Maybe I will watch Loki. I don't know. But tonight I'm going to be painting. Maybe I told you about the paint. I got to paint a bathroom tonight. I'm probably going to pull an all-nighter tonight and then go to ACL. It's probably not wise, but I promised my wife I would have this room painted. I've already painted one room today, and I'm going to paint another one. We're trying to get the interior finished, and I've got a couple rooms to go. We had some contractors come in and get some of the harder stuff, paint some of the harder stuff that I couldn't reach because I don't have any scaffolding, and so I'm doing some of the rooms that I can reach. If that makes sense? Keep the date nights. Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's got, what's his name? Not Luke Wilson. Owen Wilson. Eyes of a Stranger. Is that like Eyes Without a Face? Eyes Without a Face. I've heard Silent Lucidity. Of course I have. Yeah, Alanis Morissette plays tomorrow. One of my good friends, Jimmy, works for Alanis. I don't think I'll bother him tomorrow, but because he's working and he hasn't reached out to me, and I don't think he's reached out to me. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't know if I'll be there. She comes on around 6. There's N. Natton is here. What's up? Still haven't found out what show KN's going to see. Oh, you got a nephew on OU? Ooh. Yeah, it's fun, right? You got a good one. That was a good show. That was a fun show. The week ago Friday, a week ago today. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. No, I think the Horns will do good tomorrow unless something weird happens. Anything can happen on any given Saturday. Oh, thanks, Jed. Love you too, man. Look at Jed there. Naughty by nature. Being patient is my thing. Going through these really fast. Yeah, 1 year sober. Yeah, good for him. I can't imagine that kind of struggle. My struggle is, and I don't really have weight issues. I make more of it than I should. But that's my challenge. I don't have an alcohol thing. I don't have it's just not built that way. It must be hereditary, it must be something. I don't know. I just don't have the addictive. I guess I'm addictive to like spending money sometimes. I think that's how I fill the hole in my heart. I don't do it with drugs or alcohol, but I a lot of money went out the door this weekend or this week. It goes in waves. A bunch of stuff comes due at the same time. But yeah, good for CJ, man. I can't imagine that struggle. That's got to be hard. It's hard for me to keep my hands out of the cookie jar, and that's not even a euphemism. That's like, you know, that's like literal, the literal cookie jar. I got a sweet tooth, man. I love stuff. I love chocolate, you know. So anyway, I'm down to 155. I'm feeling good. And 160 was my goal. And so I shot past it a little bit so I can have a little bit of fun once in a while. But I weigh myself every morning. I don't take in a lot of food. I'm trying not to be food centric. If I can split a dish with my wife, I'll split it. I don't really have anything in the morning. I've stopped going to the McDonald's to get a, breakfast sandwich. I wasn't doing that every day, but maybe twice a week I was hitting the Mickey D's, getting iced tea and a breakfast sandwich, especially when they were $1. I don't do that. And so I go to work, maybe I got a little coffee in me or something, but then maybe a taco at Taco Deli for lunch, just one. And then a little bit of something for dinner, but I won't eat a whole lot. So I'm down. Yesterday was my best weigh in, at 155 and 2 ounces. I can't dip much below that. And I've been working out every night. So I've been doing a lot of swimming. I decided to use my pool as I have a pool, right? And you think of a pool as recreation and splashing around on a Sunday. And I thought, wait a minute, I could use that. That's going to be a lot healthier for me to work out in the pool and swim back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'll do like 80. I'll do like 80 up downs, back and forths. I don't know. We can do the math. I think I've measured corner to corner diagonally. It's like 30 feet. So times 80. I don't know how many feet that is. I don't know how much. That's probably about a half a mile, maybe, right? How many feet in a mile? Let's calculate this. Let's say I'm doing each way I'm doing about 35 feet. Then I flip around, go back, then back and back and back. And I'll do sets of like 20 or 30. I'm looking for my calculator. There it is. 35 times 80. That's 2,800 feet. I'm swimming or so, thereabouts. What is a mile? How many feet in a mile? I have Google on my phone. You can ask it anything. Feet in, I don't know if you've seen it. It's pretty cool. 5,200 feet, 5,280 in a mile. I don't know. That's something that you should know, right? So if I go back to my calculator, 5,280, and I times that by 2, we'll see how close I am to a half a mile. Oh, so I'm doing a little over a half a mile in the pool. But so I'm using the pool as an exercise. I've also been lifting weights at night and doing what I call a prison workout, a lot of push-ups, free weights, sit-ups, and all that. So feel pretty, feel pretty good. I'm probably not getting enough protein because even for all that work, I'm still, I got a little bit of muscle. But anyway, that's not what it's about. But I feel really good in my clothes now, and I highly recommend it, man. Just dropping a few pounds can make you feel like a whole different person. Like I beat myself up when I'm at 175. I beat myself up every day. I hate myself. I don't like it. that's my disease, you know. And so just dropping a few pounds helps my self-esteem. You know, I feel better in clothes. I look better in clothes. My wife bitches at me. She doesn't like me too skinny. But and my body feels better. I think I've explained this to you before when I've, you know, it just, there's less going on inside here. You know what I mean? There's less distress, and because I'm not eating a bunch of stuff that's irritating. I'm trying to stay away from Mexican food, trying to stay away from pizza, though I'll have a slice once in a while. One. I'm trying to stay away from alcohol, though I will celebrate. Let's celebrate being here tonight. Let's celebrate being here for the Freapout. I got 6 Japanese whiskeys here. What should we? Let's do a nice easy blend. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's get this one. I think you guys have seen this one before. Let's do this one. The shicks. I hope it doesn't give me the shicks. Anyway, cheers to you guys. I'll cheers you here in a second. But I've been trying not to drink. I don't drink a lot of beer. And so anyway, that's just me. That is not, I'm not trying to put anything on you. Everybody has their own reality. I'm just telling you from my own personal point of view, just losing a couple pounds can help your self-esteem. It's just, I don't know. I know it does wonders for mine. I don't have to avoid large panes of glass when I'm walking at the Galleria or mirrors, you know. So anyway, that all came out of the CJ discussion here. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, he's not going to go on. And people are going to be upset and they're going to want refunds. That's a big thing. Kendrick Lamar, that's a big show. So that's no bueno, man. That's not cool. And maybe he's got his own reasons. Maybe something happened. But if he thinks that he can keep the lights on and keep the sound on past, you know, whatever the drop time is, he's sadly mistaken. I don't know anything about how digital radio work. I mean, that's kind of a conspiracy theory. I don't know. I don't think that's what they're after. I don't know what they're after, but I haven't heard of any leaked emails. I kind of wasn't worried because I don't use the company email because I get nothing but spam. So what did you do, T from LOC? What did you do? Did they ban you? Did they ban you for life, man? Oh, I got that. Here, cheers. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for putting up with me this year. Things will get better. And contrary to popular belief, I had a long chat with Little Hickey the other night on text. And contrary to popular belief, I've not forsaken you guys. Yeah, it's pained me not to be with you. I'm not proud of that fact. Some days I just had to take a knee. But I plan on doing some again, and I planned earlier this year to do some retooling on this, maybe some new graphics, new name, something. But we'll get back to it. I kind of miss having Dylan, you know, but we lost him. You know, we lost him on the show. Oh, I cheersed you guys, and I got to cheers you again because I didn't drink it. So salute. That's good. That's smooth. That shicks, whatever that is. That's good. I love Japanese whiskeys. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the Far Out Lounge. I don't know. Well, first couple seasons of Mandalorian, that past that I can't necessarily recommend it, but then that one that was really good was that Andor. Everybody loved Andor. It's a little more serious, a little more dark, good story. Uh Highly recommend Andor. Highly recommend maybe season 1, season 2 of Mandalorian. I don't know. We've pretty much watched them all, but those were my favorite. Andor was my favorite. It's a lot of people's favorite, to be honest with you. Hey Scott, what's up, man? How you doing? What's happening? Hey, you guys can ask me questions. I mean, let's mix the Freapout with the Q&A. If you want to know about stuff that's going on, uh, it gives me places to go. I wish you guys could talk to me. You can only comment. You can only text, but I wish we could have like a conversation. And maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should, work on that Zoom thing. We did a few Zooms back in the day. I know it feels like you can already see the end of the year, right? When they put the Christmas stuff up at Target, Little Hickey is here. Little Hickey gave me a talking to, man, the other day. I won't forsake you. I'm not going to leave you. I hope things get better, and I hope things settle down, and I hope we can get back to having more fun like we used to. That's got to be on me. Little Hickey's doing her job. She's scheduling meetups and all that, but we'll have fun. I've cleared my schedule. 21st, Westgate, the last real bowling center left in Austin. I believe Highland's done now, or will be soon if it's not already. And bowling is like one of the fun things that we can do. It's like really cool. And I want Little Hickey to put a jar out there or something. I think we all need to contribute to that. So bring a little bit of cash and just let's get a little collection going, because it takes a lot of work. And I don't, Little Hickey has been so good about dipping into her own pocket to make some of these things happen, and we really appreciate it, but it's probably not fair. And let's take care of each other on that stuff. But good for you, Little Hickey. 11 years sober. Wow. Well, I was about 2 days sober until I had that shot of whiskey. But I was just cheersing you guys. Aaron B, 4.5. Very cool. Vinyl Joe. Damn, Little Hickey. I thought you were lit last time I saw you. Well, maybe she was lit, but not on alcohol. That's funny, Vinyl Joe. Oh, let me show you some vinyl. Where do you want to start? Some of you have seen my video. Please subscribe to the United States of Analog. Please. That's my other channel. And also, contrary to popular belief, my commitment there and my struggle to, these are stickers I just got from Sticker Mule. If you want one, send me a SASE or whatever at the radio station, and I'll send you one. That is not why I haven't been here as much as I would like. It is a time suck, and I go through the same emotions on that channel as I go through here, that it's not good enough and I'm not good enough and all that. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this month, or maybe the end of next month. It's very slow going. And the thing is, it potentially would be a full-time job, but I can't obviously make it a full-time job because I have a full-time job. So I can only do so many videos, and I'm averaging just a little over one a week. So still working on that, but that's not why I haven't been here. I don't want you to think that I started one thing to end another thing. That's a totally separate thing, but I would like for you guys to be involved with that. And that being said, here's what I picked up this week. And some of you have already seen And these are some recommends. Now I know a lot of you are Queensryche fans, but I think this is what I have to show you. Someone gave me this. Melissa gave me this. Melissa Barrera gave me this. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'll start with this because I did a video on this a few days ago. This is really good. This is like, I think you can get it on Amazon for $25. This has been out of print for a while. Usually the copies that you get used at half price books or wherever are beat up because people played the hell out of this record when it came out. This is super good sounding. I mean, this sounds like $100 record and it's $25 on Amazon. Maybe more. It just goes up and down. But Steely Dan's Asia. This is a Steely Dan album. Usually Steely Dan albums have like 1 or 2 songs that you know from the radio. Every song on this you know. You know, right? Black Cow, Peg, Josie, Home at Last, I Got the News, Deacon Blues, Peg, Aja. I mean, you know every one of those songs. And Bernie Grundman mastered this. This is pressed in Germany, I believe. Maybe at RTI, maybe not at RTI. I think I took off the Germany sticker, but I think it's pressed in Germany. It's really well done. Sounds amazing. Amazing. High recommend. You can also watch my video on the United States of Analog on that. I was so excited. I just set up my iPhone and did a quick review, as I'll probably do for this record tomorrow. Now, this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I recommend this record with reservations because it's kind of experimental. It's got some spoken word. The instrumentation is maybe different, and the vocalization is a little different than maybe you're used to. But Roger Waters' redo of Dark Side of the Moon, I don't know. I listened to it 3 times today. I'm kind of hooked on it. I love the cover. The whole package is great. I'm not going to open it up, but super solid. Look at that. Isn't that cover great? Look, if you look real close, you see in the dog's eye, you see Roger's holding up a copy of Dark Side of the Moon. I think that's cool. And it's got a bunch of cool photography. And here's the back cover. It's on blue vinyl. It's on 3 sides. The 4th side is not, it's weird. 4th side is kind of atmospheric stuff. But the actual Dark Side of the Moon stuff is over 3 sides, blue vinyl. Also pressed in Germany, so it's super quiet. The Germans know what they're doing when it comes to vinyl. Here's there's the back cover. I don't know. It's a pretty cool package. I actually rushed to the record store today to get it before it was gone. But I think they still have some at Piranha. Vinyl Joe? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be your cup of tea, but if you like Dark Side of the Moon, it's very ethereal. It's kind of like, how did I describe it on the air today? It's like Wizard of Oz meets Beowulf meets experimental music meets, it's just, hey man, Roger wrote most of Dark Side of the Moon, so it's his prerogative to redo it any way he wants, but sonically it's impressive. But it's very different. If you're expecting like a rock album, if you're expecting like a lot of electric guitars, there's a lot of drums, but I can't really explain it. So stream it. Maybe stream it before you buy it, but the vinyl's super impressive. Super cool hype sticker. I think all the pictures have some kind of reflection of Dark Side of the Moon album cover or something. Maybe not the back cover, but inside there's more pictures and all the lyrics and everything, and it's super solid. This weighs like 1.5 pounds, man. It's $40. But look at that cover. It's just freaking amazing. And then the final one I got, and I've only streamed this. I haven't heard the vinyl yet because I just got it this morning, but Wilco's new one, Cousin. I'm assuming they named it Cousin because Wilco's from Chicago and the Bear is shot in Chicago, and everybody on the Bear calls each other cousin. And there's a Wilco song or two, or many Wilco songs in the soundtrack of the Bear. So I think there's some kind of love affair going on there. So anyway, regular black heavyweight vinyl. I'll try to give that a listen this weekend. Did I get anything else? I don't think so. That's enough. I've been trying not to spend as much. Anyway, I thought I'd show you those. What am I going to do with all this stuff? You know, sometimes, every once in a while, someone will tell me, they'll be like, Bob, like, I don't get it. Like, you could just stream that stuff for free. And they have a point. And I've got streamers all over the house. I've got a streamer here, streamer in my bedroom. I've got a headphone set up in my bedroom. You know what's cool about the United States of Analog, which I did not start to end this channel. It's an addendum. I have three manufacturers now sending me stuff, even though I have 4,000 subscribers only. I've got a Chinese company and 2 American companies that are sending me gear. And, you know, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start this, so I could experience more stuff. And so I've got amplifiers and phono preamps coming and all kinds of stuff in the pipeline to review. So that's, you know, that tells me that I'm doing something right. You know, that makes it more fun. It makes it more fun for me because I get to experience more equipment, and some of it I get to keep, and some of it, you know, I got to send back. But some of the stuff from the Chinese manufacturers, you know, it's cheaper for them to have me keep it than to pay for the postage to send it back. So I don't have any of that stuff in. Well, I'd show you some. Well, you're gonna go watch the reviews. You know what I've gotten. But I've got some cool stuff coming in, and I'm going to write some more letters to manufacturers and things like that. So 5280 burger is pretty good. Oh, 5280. Hey, I wonder if isn't there a 5280 burger here? I think there is. I was wondering what that reference is, but maybe that's because I don't know. Yeah, Fred. You got to come to the 21st. T from LOC, I don't even get that joke. 4 feet in a mile, my 2 feet and Jesus' 2 feet. No, there's only 2 footprints in the sand. That's because Jesus was carrying you. Dummy. You know the song or the saying. Boom. Looking at some of these comments. Let's see if I can get some prizes together. Little Hickey, remind me. I'll talk to our promotions department. Let me see if I can get some prizes together. I never think of that. I never think of going to promotions when we have an event and just, you know, maybe we'll do the lowest score, or, you know, who gets the most splits or something. Man, I don't want to paint tonight. I'm going to be up all night painting now. Because I'm OCD, so if I don't do it, I'll beat myself up all day tomorrow that I didn't do it. Hot dog day was good. The folks from Guess Family Barbecue in Waco came and made us hot dogs. Pretty good. Kind of like brisket. Had brisket jam and hot dogs and coleslaw. It was pretty damn good. I only had a half of one, though, because I'm watching my weight. Oh, thank you, Bartank. Much respect, Bob Father, and all the chat. Happy Friday. That's right, man. It's the Freapout is back. What do you guys want? Like, what do you want to do with this? What do you want to do with the Freapout? I remember, like, early in 2022, we were giving stuff away and all that, but I didn't know, like, you guys aren't in the same stuff. I mean, what do you want to give away? Cash? What what should we do? Giveaways? You want more guests? Should we get Chewy back on? I feel like those guys didn't want to. I don't know. Yeah, slim it down, Vinyl Joe. I'm way behind on the comments, but that's a good thing. That means you guys are chatting. Look at that. Sunny Fawn re-upped. Best place to be. All right. That inspires me to you and Little Hickey and everybody kind of inspiring me to be a little more, try a little harder to be here, even if something's not going right. Yeah, Vinyl Joe says Kendrick better be dead. Well, we don't wish that on anybody, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I might change the meetup days. I don't know. I think now that soccer's over, though, we'll be all right on Wednesday for the most part, unless I have something. Oh yeah, I told you that NXS one is good. I don't even know where it is. My records. I need a filing system, Vinyl Joe. Do you have any recommendations? If I had to find the NXS right now, it'd probably take me 20 minutes. I have no idea where I put it. I'm bad. I'm bad about putting records back and filing them after I've taken them out and played them. Oh, thank you, Justin. That's not what she said. She yelled at me, everybody. Little Hickey, she yelled at me. She said, "You better come on Friday." Where's Glenn? Glenn hasn't been on lately. That means my dad's not here. Nah, no way, Vinyl Joe. No way. All the Texas teams are going to win this weekend that have Texas in their name. You know, the Pee Wee Herman dance. Justin's going to be there. You know, you going to get the day off of work there, T from LOC? Yeah, Highland's closing. They can't afford the taxes. That part of town is really expensive. And once Westgate closes, it's over. Then the only bowling centers left will be in bars and things like that. And I don't dig the fishbowl. I bowled there once, and it wasn't a great experience. It's not serious. The 21st. Connor's always coming. Connor makes everyone. Hey, thanks a lot, T from LOC. Appreciate that. Look at that. All you guys upping for 20 months. That's great. That's great. I appreciate that, man. You guys, you know. Kendrick's still not on stage at 9:44. Let's see. Oh, look at that. United States Analog is my favorite channel. I just wish it would catch fire, man. I'm just like, I don't know. Then you start questioning like your own, it's like, well, these other guys have made, I don't know how long it took these other guys to make. I literally today is exactly the 4-month anniversary of that channel. So I started it 4 months ago on the 6th of the month, whatever that was. So October, so we go back September, like June 6th, I started. That was when I posted my first video, and I had 0 subscribers. So, but then I start thinking, well, maybe I don't have it, maybe people don't like my personality, or maybe I'm not serious enough, or maybe I'm too serious, or whatever. I mean, you go through all the motions on that. And, I don't know. I don't know. I talk to my wife every day about, oh, you know, I'm going to blow it up. It's not worth it. Too much time, because it takes me, if it's something that's really technical, if it's a piece of equipment like an amplifier or something, that I may spend an hour or two writing it, and then I got to set up the gear and I got to film it, and then I've got to edit it. And this computer that I have, this MacBook, is not powerful enough to edit sometimes. Sometimes I'll run out of memory, and then I've got to, it's just a nightmare. Like, I'm trying to do this on a low budget. I mean, yeah, some of my stuff, like I got like a video that's got like 13,000 views or 14,000 views and 10,000 views. But then most of my stuff averages around it'll end up at around 2 or 3,000 views, which again, it's enough for me to be noticed by some manufacturers and stuff, and for them to start sending me some gear. But I feel a lot more comfortable at like 20,000 subs and, doing videos that, but everybody's been like super kind. Like, and I've got people in England and Germany and Australia and Scotland and all over the place watching it, so that's gratifying that I'm reaching like an international audience with that. And everybody's like super cool, like, oh, this is my favorite channel and blah, blah, blah. And you're doing a great job. And I get very few negative comments. And even the ones that I have gotten, I've been able to win over by not overreacting and just talking with them and saying, hey, I get it. This is what I think. And I've won over a couple of super negative people, like that were like, you suck and you should die and you should, and I've won them over through just, communicating with them, commenting and all that. And anyway, I don't know what the secret is. I don't know how you go from 5,000 subs to 100,000 subs. I don't know. I don't know how a middle-aged man does that. I've got to find a mentor. Randy mentors me. The Cheap Audio Man mentors me on some stuff, but I really can't get enough of his time because he's so busy. He does about a video a day now. He really picked up his production, and I need somebody to help me with the analytics and the all that stuff, algorithms and all that. It's very, because I look at all that data and I don't know how to look at it, but I do look, some of it I do understand. I know when a video starts out hot, and I write to everybody. I respond to every comment at this point, and that helps. But it's crazy. It's a crazy existence. You're constantly judging yourself, and you're constantly looking at analytics and constantly going, why didn't this work? Is my thumbnail not good? Is my delivery bad? Do people just not like me? Like it's soul crushing. And at the end of the day, I'm probably listening to less music than I did before I started the channel. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want the thing that I love. I don't want to hate the thing that I love, and I don't. But turning a hobby into some kind of business is, over there on that channel, I'm making, I don't know, 150, 200 a month, maybe, with ad revenue and click-throughs to Amazon and things like that. I have not set up a subscription model. I've not set up a Patreon. I haven't done anything yet because I haven't had the time to really dig into that. Or merch. Some people want the t-shirts, things like that. But I can't ship overseas because that's not cost effective. So there's all kinds of things that you have to deal with when you're on that level. So I don't know. Maybe give it another 6 months. I haven't even given it 6 months yet. It's only been 4 months today, so we'll see. Hey, Glenn's here. How you doing? Is Dad watching, Glenn? Hey, Dad. Sorry I haven't seen you. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. We've been so busy. Oh, I didn't tell you about the bummer I had last week. So we went up to Dallas to see my brother-in-law. I told you the plight of my brother-in-law who got that disease that I can't even remember the name of it, but that you get from birds and bats, and it gets in your lungs and you're effed. He got out of the hospital a couple weeks ago. He's been at home. We went up to see him. So decided we'd go see. Dylan was with us, Jennifer, me, and him, and his friend, and we went and saw Stop Making Sense. You know, the Talking Heads concert from 1984, I think. And we went to an AMC theater in Dallas, and I thought it was a nice theater. And then we get in the theater, and like the movie wasn't even in. It was a crappy projector. It wasn't even in surround sound. It's supposed to be in Atmos, and it's supposed to look great and sound great, and it was just crappy. I was so disappointed. It looked like and sounded like the way I saw it in 1984, to be honest with you. I should have bitched about it, but there were people around, so. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite Steely Dan song is. I don't know. I like Donald Fagen's solo records too. They're basically Steely Dan records. Like you could argue that the Night Fly, Donald Fagen's Night Fly, is like one of the best Steely Dan records. That's Steeler's Wheel. Now, you're the second person that thought that Stuck in the Middle is Steely Dan. That's Jerry Rafferty and Steeler's Wheels. Steeler's Wheel. Jerry Rafferty, the guy from Baker Street that did Baker Street, the original. Oh, thanks, Clint. Yeah, one of the listeners gave me a Nakamichi cassette deck. It's right here. You can't see it. It's right over here. It works. It's from 1994 and still works. At least it was yesterday. It could die at any minute. And I've been buying a few. I've been feeding it a few cassettes. Look. Vinyl Joe's gonna like, what? Another format? I found this old Radio Shack case that still had the sticker on it. I don't know if I got that at Goodwill or something. I don't know. Let's see what new cassettes I've gotten. Because I thought it would be fun to feed. Oh, yeah. Got this at Piranha, Talking Heads. Kind of like greatest hits. 2 CDs. I've got a few Elvis Costello. Here's a band that I revisited that I like. I didn't realize I liked them until I revisited them, but I found 2 of their cassettes. Big Audio Dynamite. Mick Jones of The Clash. Got this one. And I got this one. Fun stuff. I've got some George Harrison I found. Some David Gilmour. Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. I haven't listened to this yet. I have it obviously on other formats. But he originally recorded this on a cassette. It was a demo that they released as an album. Got this cool box set. Remember this one? Remember 10,000 Maniacs? Look at that. This was a super clean, like almost brand new cassette. And I love I talked about it in my video. This is one of the things I love about cassettes is the sound when you open them and take. It's just, I love that sound. You love that sound? I found a Phil Collins the other day, and all of these were like $1 or $2. But seriously, Phil Collins, Traveling Wilburys. I had to throw one of the 2 Traveling Wilburys away that I found because it didn't play right. This is a banger. This is like the original, like cheap cassette case, just not even the clear. It's like the tan. This has really got that sound. I don't know, something very nostalgic. I got a box set of Yes. I think it cost me like $10, and it had 4 cassettes in it. These are pretty good. These sound really good, actually. I don't know if they sound as good as vinyl, but it's pretty cool. I got this at Piranha. It was like $10, and it had the box with the artwork and everything, like the Roger Dean artwork. So anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into cassettes. I've got how many slots? I've got like 5 slots left in this case, and then I'll call it quits. If any of you have pre-recorded cassettes and you don't want them anymore, let me know. Or if you see one for $1 or $2, pick it up. There you go. Radio Shack cassette case, Nakamichi cassette deck. Got that going for me. Let's see. Yeah, I ate a little bit of it. So how long are they going to let Kendrick play? Oh, thank you, Little Hickey. Appreciate it. Analog just means not digital, basically. So, you know, cassettes, tape, any kind of tape is an analog form. Anything that's not ones and zeros that you put a needle in or have to play it with a tape head or, you know, that's analog. It just means not digital. People didn't call it analog back in the day. It wasn't until the digital age that people made the distinction. So a lot of times you'll get an old where am I hang on a second. So sometimes you'll get I don't know if any of these will have it, but like CDs used to have a code on the back. Some of them did. It would be like AAD or DAA. It's called a SPARS code or something, but that meant it was, you know, like if it was a AAD, it would be like it was recorded in analog, it was mastered in analog, and it was released in a digital format, which would be a CD. But I don't know if I have any that have that SPARS code. They stopped doing it a while back. But if you get an old CD from, especially like the 80s, a lot of them have that code on the back. If you ever wondered what that meant. It just described the chain, but analog just means not digital. That's the easiest way to explain it. There you go. There's a lyric from Dark Side of the Moon, right? Every day the paper boy brings more. What is that? Brain damage? Part of brain damage? That's cool. Which hotel? Which? I don't know if that's a typo or. I'm trying to think of what one step. Unless that's a typo. I don't recognize hotel. That is so true, Little Hickey. So true. But I don't know if that's worth the $40. I mean, listen, I don't know. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I get some speakers in. I don't have a speaker company, but I haven't asked. I want to get more write-offs. Yeah. I also do as a tax write-off, like this is my set. So you guys are all doing the Pink Floyd lyrics. I like that. Oh, I didn't know there was an eclipse next week. A lot going on. A lot going on. All right, listen. Let me go through these comments here. I gotta go paint a bathroom. I'm gonna put some music on and get into my painting clothes and tear it up. I gotta go prep though. That's the painting is like I don't know if you guys have ever done a lot of house painting, interior painting. Whatever, it's 80%, 90% prep, and then you can blow and go. But if you don't prep and then you start painting, all kinds of bad things will happen. No, I'm not. I got to figure out a way to do some giveaways. But see, since you have international people listening, you can't include everybody because I don't want to ship to other countries. Oh yeah, is that Michael Fremer? Is that no? That's not Michael Fremer. 45 RPM. I watched that too. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, you don't have to do that. It's nice of you though. I like the Killers, man. They're good. I saw them at a casino. One of those, the casinos on a reservation or whatever. They were good. Yeah, I mean everybody starts with one, right? Everybody starts with one subscriber. Mr. Beast is off the hook. That dude. War is war. Then the swatch happened. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't have it. I'd show it to you. I don't have the swatch. It's in there. Let me go get it. No, I don't want to show you the swatch. It was just an impulse buy because I was in Dallas and I was at one of the 5 mothership swatch stores. So I was looking for that Omega collab that they do. But they didn't have the Moon watch, which is the one I wanted. So I ended up getting the Saturn watch. So I just got some cool cheap wristbands for it. Yeah, it works pretty good. It sounds all right. It just depends on the tape. Tapes can be kind of funky. Yeah, I got a special pencil for rewinding. I've got a mechanical pencil I use to rewind it. Brand new cassette smelled like corn tortillas. All right, I'll take your word for that. Did we ever find out what concert K-In is going to? Yeah, that 10,000 Maniacs pretty good. Listen, I used to have the vinyl or no, I had the CD somewhere. Oh, you got a lot of cassettes. Cool. They got a lot of DJ Screw at Piranha, as you know. Yeah, I try all the different settings. Dolby can be kind of confusing, but I just keep punching buttons till it sounds right. All right, listen, I gotta go. I gotta go paint. We've done an hour and 10. I want to thank you guys for being here. I have not given up on you. Don't give up on me. We'll make it better. We're getting out of the woods. Um, I'm reading about the eclipse and all that. All right, good, cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Sorry for the abrupt ending. I just got to get to work so I can get up. Go Bears. Go Karate Kid and Jets. Okay. Cowboys, Texans, Longhorns tomorrow. Going to do it to it. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Don't, don't give up. Keep the faith. We'll see you guys next time on the Friday night Freapout in the media room. Thank you. See you soon.